What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another episode of TNC Reacts. Today is Wednesday Wonder, and we're going to be talking about why it's important to control your media. Now, the reason I'm talking about this is because the guy Carmelo Anthony, he's the young boy out in Texas that has been arrested, now has been released on bond due to getting into an altercation where he ended up stabbing another young man, and the young dude lost his life, Austin Metcalf. Now, the reason I want to talk about this particular situation is because if you look at how the media does, the media has a very big issue with writing titles the same way for different races. Oh, he's pulling the race card again, yada, yada, yada. Shut up, face facts. Most of the time when you hear someone that is black being mentioned and they do something out of self-defense or whatever the case may be, the wording is different in the titles regarding them. Whereas if it was Austin Metcalf, it would have been a different title. Same way with the young man that went in and shot everybody up in the church, school shooters, all of these things. They try to put a picture up of them looking like a great and wonderful student. Whereas with black people, they try to find the worst picture they can of said individual and use that as the go ahead to look at this person as said villain. White kid, no, he's not a villain. Look at him. He's a great student. He's a nice guy. You know, this is just a bad mistake they made. Black guy's picture, negative picture. He deserves everything he gets. It's mental. You know what I mean? It's how they play the game, the media. And for the most part, regular people fall for it every time. And what I mean by that is, prime example, no one is actually looking at the facts of the Carmelo Anthony situation, right? If you look at the totality of the story, they said that this young man was under the tent because it had been raining off and on. He's under the tent because he supposedly knows a kid there. They're like, what are you doing in our tent? Now, mind you, I don't care who you are. There's just moments where it's like, is it really necessary? Was the dude harassing anybody? Was he bothering anybody? Probably not. You just want to be a bully and go try to assert your dominance somewhere, because he's not a small dude. He was 6'1", not a small guy, where as Carmelo Anthony is not that tall of a dude, so, or that big of a guy. I think they said he was like 130 pounds or something like that. But realistically, you start something, you put your hands on this individual, and the individual says, hey man, don't touch me, don't put your hands on me, and you do it again, which means what? You're wanting something to happen. So the dude defends himself, because self-defense is mentioned that if somebody is trying to do bodily harm to you, you are then defending yourself from future harm. This is all it is. So for some reason, people can't grasp the idea that this kid could actually be a bully. And we have allowed the media to control the narrative, because there was a lady following, a reporter that was following Carmelo when he got out. And she's asking him these kind of inflammatory questions, not because she really cares about the story. It's more of pushing an agenda, which is he is actually the villain, not the other kid. Because God forbid that somebody that is not white actually not be a villain. You get what I'm saying? It's a narrative push that always gets done. And people can say what they want, but you have to look at how people are responding to the information. If this was back in the day, before the 60s, I guarantee you they would have been trying to lynch that boy right now. They'd be trying to take that boy out somewhere in the middle of the night trying to hang him, because they don't care about justice. They want it how they want it. These group of people that have been commenting online, I'm not going to pull up all of this stuff. You can do the research yourself, because I've seen it and it's draining. It is actually tiresome to see how hateful people are compared to just sitting down and learning the truth. Because what if he gets off and he's actually found not guilty? What is going to happen then? I figured that the kid will probably have to move. because that would be the best option. Because you have to understand, they tried to paint him as he was a thug, but actually he was a valedictorian student. He's got a 4.0 at grade average. What can you say about a kid that's never been in trouble, never done anything wrong, and done all of these things? Why are we allowing these media people to control the narrative? This is why it's important that you control your own. You watch what you post. You watch how you dress. You watch everything negative that you can actually post and get rid of it. That way, these people cannot use it against you, because I'm telling you, they look for every reason to make you seem like the villain. And that's why black people got to start getting serious, start buying up media, and start pushing out information, and stop allowing these people to tell you or show you something that's not actually factual, because they really try to make that boy look like a complete gangster, wilding out, stabbing up people just for the heck of it. No, not the case. And because they were able to run that for as long as they did, they swayed the minds of a lot of people to start being like, yeah, he should get the death penalty and all of this stuff. Now more stories coming out, and they're like 30 witnesses, 30 of them. You know what I'm saying? So if you got that many witnesses, I'm telling you, when they find out what's really going on, will these people backtrack on their statements and be like, dang, we were wrong for saying it? Probably not. Just because it's not in them. Their hatred spews more when they have a reason to direct it. But now if they can't do nothing to him because he was actually in the right, they'll still be like, well, whatever. You know what I mean? Because now they got to figure out where to direct the anger to go after somebody else. It's historical, man. They really like going after this black person did this. Who? It ain't even that person. Wasn't even a black person, but they don't care about justice. They just want to hang somebody. So this is why black folks need to get control of their media, because this is ridiculous. I've never seen something like this before in my life. Where, well, no, not true. I've seen it before. I'm old enough to see it multiple times. But what I'm meaning is that the complete 180 flip that you're seeing now from how they originally put the information out versus what's happening now. And I'm telling you, watch what you post. Do not be out here posting gang signs. Don't be out here, using any stereotypical behavior that can make them think or use that against you in the court of public opinion, because information moves so fast now that when you go to court and you got to stand amongst your peers, if they've already seen all the negative imagery and they lie and say, oh no, I don't know anything about this case, they can screw your life up just based off of images that they saw, and they don't even know anything about the case yet. But they've already made themselves subjective to everything that's going on. I'm telling you, man, the information age can be a very good thing, but it can also be a very dangerous thing in the wrong hands. And truth be told, it's in the wrong hands. But let me know what y'all think down in the comments section, and be on the lookout for more videos. All right, everybody? Peace.